Good morning, everybody, on this really rainy day. It is Sunday, the 28th. My dad and obviously Wyatt ain't hunting today because he shot one, but Dad and Katie Jo said they weren't coming because it was pouring down rain where they live, but it hasn't rained since I woke up, so I think they messed up. But I got to my spot and a dude was walking out. He didn't stop and say anything to me, so I don't know where he's going. I hope to God he's not going to the spot that I'm going. But knowing my luck, that's exactly where he's going. So all I can do is walk out there and get to my spot and set up. Yesterday the birds didn't really say anything until they flew down. And even after they flew down, they didn't say much. So we're going to get to our spot and hopefully nobody's there. So I got to the spot. Where I'm standing is almost exactly where those two toms were that I tried stalking yesterday. And right behind me is where I spooked out all these deer, so maybe this ain't the great spot. It could just happen all over again. But I don't see the guy that walked out, so hopefully he went the exact opposite way. I had a feeling there'd be guys in here because there were turkeys gobbling everywhere and nobody was over here. You know, people can hear that a long way. But I'm just gonna sit and wait. Kinda can't see the woods, so I'm not gonna set up until I can see just a little bit. Unless I hear a gobble someplace else, though, even if I do, I'm most likely gonna be right here. So just gonna stand here and listen, and then probably set up. And hopefully everything goes to plan, as we all know how much that works. Well, I'm set up for the most part. Got my decoy out up against a pretty big tree. This is kind of one of those hard places to set up because there's not a lot of trees. It's a lot of just big, thick brush. I wanted to kind of be on that side of the field, but I didn't want to chance the turkey being roosted right there. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I haven't really heard any gobbles near me yet, so I'm assuming it's going to be the same as yesterday. Hopefully, these don't gobble first and that guy comes over here. That would be my luck, but just going to hang tight. Oh, here comes rain. Hopefully it's just sprinkles and it doesn't downpour on me and my camera. There's a tom goblin across the road, back into the area south of here. I think that's where I was hearing them gobble yesterday, but then they came this way, so. Of course, there could be a lot more toms way closer, just not saying anything, but. I think they go over there and they fly down and they come this way. Gobble over there. It kind of sounded like by the ridge east of me. Hopefully that's where that guy goes. I just don't want him by me. That's why you gotta stop and talk to people, ask them where they're going, and not just run off. People today, though, they just don't want to talk to people, which I understand, but it's better than running into each other later on. Just had a tom gobble on the other end of the field, about 50 yards in the woods, so hope it happens, baby. Hopefully they fly down and come over here. Well, that sucked. None of the toms came over here, and then a car drove by, and I think it drove them back that way. All the toms are across the road, and I think they're staying there. So I'm gonna move along with them and see if I can get one and strike one. They all shut up except for that one tom over here that was gobbling a little bit. So I'm gonna see if I can get on another one. It just never goes the way you want it to. So we got a tom in this green field where my dad killed his tom last year. I'm pretty sure it's a strutter. So I'm going after him. He's on this, there's this little hump and rise in this green field right here. I'm not sure how exactly close I'm gonna get to him, but I think it's a tom. So we'll see if I can sneak up on him. It's gonna be pretty hard. It's still pretty open right here, but hopefully I can. Man, deer are really getting back at me this turkey season. The tom I think I kind of pushed that tom a little bit. He walked away, but those deer ran out and I think really pushed him. Well, I found him at the road right here. And he kind of looks confused and he doesn't look like he has a hen. So I'm going to try and get in these woods and call, if he's still over there, and see if I can call him across the road. Don't think I can do that. It's just so thick in here. But he was pretty close to the road originally, so we'll see what I can do. Hopefully I don't spook more deer in here. Well, it's that time of the day again. Been kind of a slow day. This morning was pretty disappointing. Heard a lot of gobbles, but then right when they all flew down, they all shut up. Once again, most of them by the road. They didn't do what I thought they would do. They went the opposite way. Drove around a little bit. Saw a tom, tried to get on him. Got within 60 yards. And what would you know it? A bunch of deer blow in the woods. I see him, he's on the other end of the field by the road. I try to go on the other side of the road and call him in, and he was gone. We're getting to the end of the hunt here. Only got 2 hours left, so went to an old spot. You know, it's kind of nostalgic. Me and my dad both shot birds right here. There's this big field, and there's this little island mound of woods, and it wraps around this field. They've cut a lot of trees over here, and I shot one of my biggest toms ever right here. I think I was sitting like 20 yards that way, but I shot him right here. And then me and my dad over this hill right here shot a tom, me and him. He went over and blasted a tom. It was like a 40-yard shot. It was pretty cool. So I know there's birds back here, but they're not gobbling. I'm not seeing any driving around, so it's a typical turkey hunting grind. Sit and call on this windy day, and I'll be shocked if I hear a gobble. Well, I've been sitting here for like an hour, haven't heard nothing, and I just heard a gobble over there. Pretty distant. It's probably by that tree line way back there. He didn't answer me. He just randomly gobbled, so I know there's a tom around, so time to call like there's no tomorrow. You only get one gobble. At least he's coming from over there. That's where I want him to come from. If he comes to my right, I'm screwed. Well, he's got 40 minutes to get his feathered butt over here.
Well, I just got my bird. Oh man, I'm so pumped right now. Oh, he came walking with a bunch of hens and jakes. He was acting real subordinate. I don't know why. Probably because I think those jakes were kind of beating him up this morning. But it's rainy all morning. He gobbled a little bit on the roost, but not a whole lot. But anyway, I watched him for a couple hours, back and forth, just wasn't in range. And those jakes just kept spooking him, and then finally he just waited back and didn't do a whole lot. So anyway, man, I'm so pumped to finally get a bird. Been trying to get on a bird for a couple days now, and you never know when it's going to transpire, but I'm super pumped. I hope it got on video, man. There were so many hens and jakes. I didn't know if I was able to get it on video or not, but I did what I could. I got my mouth gall, sorry. But he looks like a great bird. I didn't even look at his spurs. Probably a 2-year-old, I'm thinking. But yeah, he's a 2-year-old. Doesn't have much for spurs. Got a decent beard on him. Not bad. Gonna taste great. But I'm super excited. But I'll talk a little bit later, get some pictures and get them all weighed out and everything. So anyway, super pumped. Well, just smacked a bird. Pretty excited. Finally get on the board, me and Wyatt. So he's not a monster bird like I said a little bit ago, but he's a 2-year-old, but man, I'll shoot him any day of the week. Really excited to be able to get a bird. Man, the mosquitoes are so bad. It's like small birds attacking you. Just evil beings. I don't know why Noah didn't swat the 2 on the ark, but man, dear Lord. But anyway, gonna head back to the car and check out this bird in a little bit. But super excited and finally be able to walk out with something. So thanks. All right, got my bird from this morning. I'm just gonna do some measurements and see what it weighs. Measure the beard. I know already he's got probably 1/2-inch spurs. Yeah, right about 1/2 inch, maybe 9/16. See his beard. He's got a decent beard on him. "10-inch beard, not a bad beard, pretty nice. And if I had to guess, he's probably right around 19 pounds. I'm thinking somewhere around there. Not a huge bird, 2-year-old, obviously. Oh, right at 20. So he's pretty good. Not bad. I mean, I've shot a lot bigger, but 20 pounds isn't bad. Oh, pretty exciting. It was a great hunt, and I'm really happy to see what JoJo and Ethan ends up getting as the season progresses. We're getting down to the last week here, so hopefully both of them can put one on the ground here pretty soon. But it's pretty exciting. Now get this bird, get it home and get it cut up, and we'll see what transpires in the next couple videos. Thanks.